To date younger women as an older man, you must be an exceptional older man. One of the ways you need to be exceptional is in your career. You can't play the mysterious, traveling, unemployed adventurer card as an older man. Once you're past 33 or 34 or so, I think you've pretty much got to be a business owner best. Retired, second best, or maybe tied for best, or reasonably high up in whatever you do for work. Over the years, I've had numerous guys worried that they wouldn't qualify for this asking, if that means they're precluded from dating younger women. So, alright, let's clarify what I mean by exceptional older man, and why I say things like owning a business, being retired, or being high up in your career are important. And no, it has nothing or very little to do with money. Before we chop this up though, y'all please do us a favor and smack the dog shit out of that like and subscribe button for us. My friends, it's quick, easy, and helps us out more than you'll ever know. Okay, so when I say exceptional, I don't just mean really fucking good. Nah, I'm talking about a dude who's a straight-up exception to the norm. Check what I mean. Next time you step outside, take a good hard look around at all the older dudes you see. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and predict what you're gonna notice. Dad/granddad bod city. Dudes who walking around like they got both knees replaced. Guys who look like they're a million miles away. Slobs who couldn't dress themselves if their life depended on it. Sad sacks who look like life's just been kicking their ass. Men like this, at least on first impressions, seem like average men, am I right? They are not exceptions, at least not at first glance. Now, appearances can be deceiving, and there are men who look sloppy or average but have magnetic personalities and other attractive qualities. These men, while they might be ordinary on the surface, may be exceptional once you get to know them. But most of the middle-aged and older men you meet will give you the same impression in conversation that they do with their visual presentation, as tired, burdened, beaten down by life. My boy, a woman doesn't want an ordinary, average man. She will accept him if she has no better options, but she does not get excited for this man. Women are looking for men who are exceptions. They want the guys who stand out in attractive, exciting, positive ways. If you show yourself to a woman as Mr. Average, you will be at best a fallback option for her. If she reaches the point where no better options come along, or are willing to commit to her, then you may get your shot. This is an important principle to understand. Remember, most women are only ever going to produce children with one man, and choosing mates is ultimately about producing children, even if you're just looking for a fling. Even if she is too, the biological wiring within her drives her to select as her fling partner, a man whom she would like to make babies with. That means she is looking for not just some average, ordinary man, but rather a man whose genetics set him apart, a man who will offer her a step up the evolutionary ladder, superior offspring sired by a superior male. And since she doesn't come equipped with a built-in DNA analyzer, she has to use the next best thing, her evaluation of a man's qualities as being exceptional or not. Your career, whatever it is, however you spend the majority of your days, is what defines, to a large extent, your ego. I'm using ego in the original sense here as the part of a man's personality that governs the interaction between his inner and outer worlds, not as a substitute for pride, which is how it's used colloquially. Take a sec and consider these 5 things, my boy. 1. How much autonomy you have in deciding your day-to-day activities. 2. Whether there is anyone who wields direct authority over you, and how much. 3. How fulfilling and meaningful the work you do is for you. 4. How many people you command with direct authority over. 5. Whether you have followers, an audience, adherents, etc., and how devoted to you they are, e.g. a few casual social media followers versus the feverish groupies of a Justin Bieber. These 5 things have tremendous impact on the way a man perceives himself. Even more than that, they condition him to interact with the world in specific ways. It is impossible for a man to be completely different people in his work life and his social life. For better or worse, a man is the man he is, and the way he acts in one part of his life bleeds over into the others. I don't say a man should have his own business, be retired, or be high up in his career to excel with younger women because of money. it is because he needs the frame of a confident, successful, authoritative older man. Note, I didn't just say you needed authority. I also said you can't rely on being the intriguing, broke older man or swashbuckling adventurer anymore in middle age and beyond. Why not? Adventurers are exciting to women because they are young men exploring the world. As an older man, however, the expectation is that a man has done his exploration. He has seen what he needed to see, ventured where he needed to venture. An older man who is still bouncing around, broke, adventuring, exudes a sense of arrested development. He is stuck in a stage he should have long since completed. That's not to say older men don't travel or adventure, but when they do so with purpose. The older man still adventures, but it is because he is opening up new markets in his business, connecting with potential additions to his network at a conference or leading a military expedition into strange and hostile lands. He is leading, he is building, he is advancing his position in this stage of his life. He's doing important things, and that is why he adventures. Young men can adventure for the sake of adventure itself. The understanding is that they are doing this in search of a purpose. After a certain point, however, a man must be understood to have found his purpose. That's what his 20s should have been devoted to. If he's still searching for his purpose in his 30s, worse, he's still looking in his 40s, and even worse, his 50s, he seems increasingly a lost soul. As a man, you must know your purpose. It is the single greatest imperative you have. Finding your purpose is a greater imperative than achieving financial success, and even greater than social success. You must know who you are and what you're about. You must know why you are here, what you are doing. It's common that many older men still don't know their purposes later in life. However, these men are not exceptional, and generally speaking, they are not attractive to younger women. The older a man gets, the more authority he must appear to have for women to find him equally or more attractive than a comparatively attractive younger man. If I show you a picture of an attractive younger man and an attractive older man, and I tell you that both are starving artists who love their craft, which of the two will be more attractive to women? The younger ones, of course. A woman can tell herself this younger male artist may someday become a great artist, or he may leverage his experience in the art world to switch into a related career. Say the art, director of an independent film studio, for instance, but the older man has had decades at it and is still a starving artist. He will likely never be anything more than a starving artist. His potential is nil. But now let's say I show you these two men, and I tell you the younger man is a starving artist who loves his craft, while the older man owns a couple of art galleries in his city. Which man is more attractive now? If you're a woman, there's a fair chance it's the older man. Not because he is rich. Owning a few art galleries suggests he might be at least a little bit rich, but we don't know that for sure. But because he has carved out his own small empire, of which he is emperor, he manages his own employees, decides which artist to hang in his gallery, welcomes visitors to view his paintings, holds events, and so on. He's made it. The younger male remains unproven, and just by the way odds work, is more likely to turn out average than exceptional. If a man is older, a woman wants to know what he's done with himself. Is he the silverback gorilla in charge of a troop, or is he another Uncle Rico living in 1982? When you were in your 20s, you were shy, overweight, and completely unconfident. You ended up married to a woman who was an evil, overweight bitch who sucked your soul out until you finally came to your senses one day and divorced her. Now, in your late 40s, you are sociable, in shape, and confident. Your work is still fairly unimpressive. However, you've got a 24-year-old girlfriend who is in shape. Like you and a lot more attractive than that wife you had was. Your girlfriend works at a retail store and isn't close to your level career-wise, but she still feels like a big step up compared to what you were with in your 20s. My friend, compared to where you were in your 20s, you have actually came up in partner quality. Despite that, you are dating younger. The trade-off you're making is hidden due to the dramatic improvements you've made across the board. You simply aren't comparing apples to apples here. We'd love to hear what you think down in the comments. As always, my friends, we thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.